By May 2027, every educational institute will be subject to a strict regulatory standard. The Digital Personal Data Protection Act, or DPDP, creates rigid legal boundaries for how institutions handle personal information, and the deadline for full compliance is approaching. Consider the volume of personal data flowing out of your campus every day. Student photographs are sent out for ID cards, employee salary files move to external payroll vendors, admission records are shared with software providers. Currently, most of these transfers happen through Excel spreadsheets attached to emails or zipped files dropped into WhatsApp groups. The moment you hit send on those platforms, you lose all visibility. You cannot verify who downloads the file, who forwards it, or how long it remains on an external, unsecured server. Under the DPDP framework, this lack of visibility becomes a direct legal liability. The law dictates that your institute remains the responsible data fiduciary. Even after a third-party vendor receives a file, your school is legally accountable for what happens to that data. We are going to walk through how to migrate your institute away from this hazardous manual process. We will set up a fully automated environment using SUMS ERP, an enterprise resource planning system powered by the Siccura Regula engine. Meeting the May 2027 mandate cannot be achieved by asking staff to track emails more carefully. To comply with the law, we have to eliminate uncontrolled data handling. Step 1 is moving your scattered records into a secure environment. We start by logging into the SUMS ERP Administrator dashboard, which serves as your centralized command center. From here, you will upload your legacy Excel spreadsheets containing student rosters, parent contact details, and staff records directly into the closed SUMS ERP system. The engine instantly processes raw information, tagging photographs and financial details as sensitive personal data. These blocks are then routed into specific vaults, dictating exact security protocols, storing a teacher's payroll under tighter constraints than a calendar. Data that is not classified cannot be protected. By automating this categorization at the moment of import, we build the foundation for total digital compliance. Next, we address the highest risk factor for any institute: third-party vendors. This includes external chartered accountants, ID card printing agencies, and assessment platform providers. Instead of emailing vendors directly, you navigate to the Vendor Management module in SUMS ERP and register the new third-party entity. This creates an authorized profile for them within your network boundaries. When it is time to share information, like sending student photos for ID printing, you select the specific classified dataset and initiate a secure share request directly to that vendor's profile. In a manual system, sending an email grants the vendor permanent, indefinite access to those photographs. This lack of control is exactly what the new regulations penalize. First is purpose limitation. You must select a legally valid reason before transfer. Second is a strict expiry date. Access is only authorized when both the reason and time frame are established. If a user attempts to bypass either of these parameters, the system blocks the transfer. Ignoring these rules results in non-compliance, so the software removes the option to skip them. By forcing your staff to define exactly why data is leaving and how long it can stay there, you convert a vulnerable data leak into an authorized, secure transaction. When that approved time window expires, the system takes over. The moment the clock runs out, access is terminated. The vendor's status instantly shifts from active to revoked. Their connection to your institute's data is severed automatically. You do not need to set calendar reminders or send follow-up emails asking the vendor to delete the files. Every action we just completed feeds directly into the final layer of institutional defense, the Siccura Regula Compliance and Audit module. Behind the scenes, the system continuously compiles an immutable log. It records who accessed the student photos, the timestamp of the transfer, the authorized purpose you selected, and the precise moment the access was revoked. If a parent or a regulatory authority files a complaint regarding data misuse, you do not have to guess what happened. You generate this audit trail and provide definitive mathematical evidence that your institute followed the law. Comparing these two environments shows that the difference in operational risk is significant. Relying on scattered spreadsheets and chat apps creates an environment where a compliance breach is likely to occur. With the May 2027 deadline approaching, migrating to a centralized, rules-based engine bridges the gap between current operations and the legal requirements of the DPDP Act. Through SUMS ERP, data protection stops being a manual chore that relies on human memory. Instead, it becomes a standard, automated feature built into your daily workflows. You have the tools to secure your campus right now. Log into your dashboard today, complete your legacy data import, and set up your vendor profile. By adopting a purpose-built compliance engine, you secure your operational future. You ensure your institute maintains the legal trust of its students, staff, and regulators under the new DPDP standards.